Thanks for checking out another clip of the Cashflow Contractor. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. Click subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. I want to give when you're evaluating client fit, what are the things that you look for? How can you actually score clients? And I'll give you 4 that I think of. If you have any others, you can add them, or we can just walk through these in a little bit more detail. But you can look at the revenue quality. So not just the volume of the what's the revenue at, but look at the margin, right? How you can score the client and the project based on that. The project efficiency. So have you done this project before? Do you have systems for doing it? Is there something new here? Is there something different about what this client wants that's going to make the efficiency go down? So you can score it on the efficiency. You can score it on payment reliability. Is this a insurance job where the check is coming right at you right away and you know that you're going to get the payment? Is it going to be funded by the bank? Are they paying you over time? How well do you feel how reliable do you feel their payment method is? And then lastly, is there a lot of long-term value here? Are they going to do more jobs with you over time? Are they going to be a great case study for you? Are they going to potentially lead you to referral business? What are all of those things? There's other factors for sure, but those are great ones. Anything else that comes to you mind in terms of how you evaluate and the factors you can score people on?
Yeah, I'm going to go more to just personal. Do they see themselves as superior to you? If you're watching, people can see I'm holding my fists next to one another. And my son says it well in the business he's in. He said, sometimes customers think they're up here and you're down here. And he said, and we don't do that. He said, it's fine if see each other as equals working towards a project. But a lot of times they need us more than we need them. So it really is important when you meet. It doesn't mean that you would never do anything, that how good are you at judging people's behavior from their first impression. But people who are superior, I'm the customer, you need to kiss.
Let's talk about some of the ways that presents itself.
Well, I'm the customer, where they're spending their time, I call the shots, I set the time, that's what Marcus Sheridan's video did. Said you got to invest 5 minutes. It might have been a 30-minute video. I don't remember.
I think it was a 30-minute video. He's
I read
if you're going to spend $200,000 on a pool, you can spend 30 minutes understanding our process and what's about to happen over the next 2 months.
And if not, you guys are probably not. You're superior to it. I don't need to mess with all that. Well, that's fine if you want to turn it over to all of us and just pay the bill when it's done. That's fine. I'll decide what color the tile is. But no, and you can just tell. Aloof people, suspicious, and it's okay that some people might be that way a little bit. But as you talk and present and show them your credentials and your referrals and your insurance certificates and the clarity of your bid and your processes, they don't warm to that, then maybe, that's something. Are they responsive? We kind of talked about that. It's what I'd written down here. Do they respond to your requests, or is it all on you? Right? It really is. Is it possible to create a partnership with these people?
Yeah.
That with clarity of understanding, and we can just work with them. I hate to say it, but it doesn't have to be, but it's really great when they're just nice. They show some respect, Yeah,
I think where I would see the superiority really coming into fruition is if you have to ask them for something, right? So anything like the scheduling process, were they wanting to cram it in, were they more so what fits your schedule or what fits my schedule, right? Mm-hmm. Which obviously it's a lead, you really want to get out there as quickly as possible. I get all that. But when you tell them that you're not going to be able to get there until Thursday and it's Monday, are they, oh, well, we're going to go find somebody else? That's a very clear sign, hey, this is not a good idea, right? So the scheduling is a good opportunity. I think another one, sometimes you're asking people to fill out a form or to send over preferences or like a mood board or whatever it is. How do they handle that? Do they see it as a nuisance and an inconvenience, or they invested in the process with you? Oh yeah, I would love to fill that out and like give you our ideas, right? And then I think another one is just seeing if they use please and thank you, and like they should almost have a reverence for you in some respect as an expert, right? And if they don't have that reverence of like, oh yeah, we trust you, like you're our contractor, you know how this works, tell me about the process. Are they willing to be educated, right? Those are some things that you would notice. If they feel like they know everything when they come to you, that might be a sign of superiority. And lastly, like you said, just nice people. You can use kind of like a date test. Would me and my spouse go on a double date with this couple and have a good time? You know, would I feel comfortable welcoming them into my home for dinner? Would I feel good about like letting them babysit my kids? Little things like that where you can align on values. And if your gut doesn't tell you that that's right, that's not the entire decision by any means, but it's one factor that you can consider. Like, oh man, I love the way they treat their kids. Like, that's great. That may help you understand, like, okay, I can evaluate this. I can score the client based on this. So these are all just ideas. But go ahead, Martin.
Well, another thing I'd written down earlier is the quality of the lead that brought them to you. So, were they totally random off of Facebook? I mean, it's fine. We take those leads. Or were they referred by the Johnsons who just rave about your work? And so they've got it. They said, so that goes a long way too.
Yeah.
But the overarching, I think, is having backup leads. You don't have to have the job. And the second is you have qualities that you are looking for and they're known. And you write those qualities down. And then you work with them under the conditions of the expectations or the positioning document and make everything clear as you go along. That's the purpose. Well, it's one of the main purposes of the change order, is one that everybody remembers that you did it and you priced it and you're going to get paid, but also it sets out the clarity of the position. I never said that. Well, had that happen with a concrete guy down in Florida. He said, this 2 weeks ago, we were talking, he's out talking to a guy and he said, well, you were supposed to go put this 5 feet of concrete on around here. And he goes, no, sir. He says, I remember it really well. He said, they gave you 3 options and you took one, and he pulled it up on his phone, the drawings and the signed option for what he built.
Yeah.
So he had the clarity at the time. The guy, of course, didn't remember it because it wasn't in his best interest, but he had taken the procedures, that he had signed contracts, and he had them available on his phone so he could show the guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just doing what you agreed to. This is what you signed, so this is what I did.
You wanted to do. That's not what I remember. Well,
if you'd like a change order, let's go.
Yeah.
No, that's great. So I think, listen, all of this is great conversation. It's great theory. We understand that bad clients show up, and you can follow your process to a T and they can slip through still. And sometimes you do need the job, right? We totally get it. This is something to strive for. It's not something that's going to be implemented overnight. It's something to always be mindful of, hey, we've got to if we find the right clients, we'll have a better business. And all of our bad clients right now, they could be holding us back from being the business that we want to be.
Yeah,
right?
80-20 rule.
Exactly.
80% of your problems from 20% of the people. But the first thing here is, depending on where you are in your business, how far along, how long you've been doing it. But there comes a point where you have to stand there and say, I don't want to do that, and therefore I am not going to do that.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to do it on my terms. And be willing to take the, people aren't going to respect you until you require it of them.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean that you have to swing and stall, but by your behavior, how people talk to you, how you talk to them, that all contributes. And they're not going to respect you and value you until you show them that you're worthy.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for checking out a clip from the Cashflow Contractor. We have full episodes where we go deep on topics that help you grow a construction business that runs without you, so you can have less stress, more time, more money. Now, we've got other videos, other clips, but if you want to check out the full episode for this clip, you can click wherever our editor put it. It might be here, it might be there, it might be over my face, I don't know. But thank you for checking us out. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. So subscribe or check out a full episode wherever you get podcasts.